Miss another 2 and then grab another 2. Okay, that's enough. I think you know what I'm trying to do here. Okay, if this was a real sweater sleeve or a mid or something like that, the pattern would probably have me increase stitches for the main body, for the main sleeve. So what I do for this is I leave this attached, the main yarn attached. I take some waste yarn, if I can find it. There it is. Okay, whoops. Okay, I would take some main yarn, waste yarn, sorry. Go across. Get a few rows of waste yarn. And cut it off. Okay, now what I would do is take this off the machine. This will take my weight off. I'll make it a little easier. Completely take it off. Okay, and say the pattern asks me to add, say, 6 stitches. I'm just using this as an example. So I would add 3 on that side and 3 on this side. Open all my latches. Push them back in. So I only want to add 6 extra stitches, so that's not too many really. So I would start hanging them back up. And I would go equally across. If you have a lot of stitches to add, you would probably want to do some calculating to see where they should be put. You don't want to put them all in a big clump in the middle or all at the end. They should be equally spaced across. I'm just doing this quickly just to show how I would do it. A good way to do it. I'm sure there's more. There's a lot of different ways to do a lot of different things. So here, okay, I hung 6 there, 6 on the other side. So here I would miss a needle. I would take my next 3 and miss a needle and put it in those. I'll do the same on the other side. And I'll do it again over here. Miss another needle. Oops. And I'll miss another needle. And it turned out quite evenly across, so I'd have 1, 2, 3 over there, 1, 2, 3 over here. So what I'll do with that is I'll take off my waste yarn. And then I would find right in here, I would take this stitch right here and hang it on that needle. That way there you won't get a hole when you could very well push this against the bed and start and have these out in working position and start knitting, but then you would have a gap there. So that's why I wouldn't do it right there. Okay, and here normally that's where you would switch your key plate size, but I didn't bother, so I'll just leave that one on. I'm just going to bring these back out a bit and hang my weight back up. So that's how I would do it. There's a lot of different ways, like I said, to do things. Push it back against the bed. I'm ready to knit. Now if this was a real sleeve or mid or whatever, you'd be ready to knit. Then you would probably, if it was a sleeve, you'd be asked to start increasing on the sides. But since it's only a fake sleeve, I'm not going to do any increasing. Whoops, my elastic got in there. This piece has seen its last day. I use it over and over again. I had lots of it. Just try to pull it out of there. There. All gone. Okay. Shannon asked me to show a bit of Fair Isle. Okay, with Fair Isle, you would have your main color in the carriage over, just set up like this, in your main color. And your color you're doing your pattern in, you would have on the floor in front of you, in a bag or a box or whatever. Okay, so here I would do the pattern that you're doing, you pull the needles out. Then you knit with your main yarn, then you hand knit across with your other color. So here I'm just going to do just this simple little pattern. Okay, these needles I have out of working position, so I'll knit across with my main yarn. And over here, I'll just attach this for a little bit of weight. This is something that I always do. I always push my needles in and grab the yarn inside so that it, see, I can move it around, but the yarn can't pop out. I always do that. Okay, so now I would just knit them in by hand. There's a way you can do this with 2 carriages. I've never tried it, so I'm not going to attempt to do it now. So I'm just going to go like this. Okay, so that's 1 row of Fair Isle. Okay, so next I'll just go the other way. Okay, so you go across again. And the same, I'll just push those in. Now some people like to just go like this. I've seen that done before. You just put it in the needle and then pull it through. Whatever you're comfortable with. Same thing. Try this again. Here I'm just missing 2 between the needles. some reason when I put the yarn in the needle like this, I feel more secure with it. I feel that it's not going to go anywhere. That's probably why I've been doing that all along. Okay, let's try, go over one more. Whoops, that was the wrong one, so I'm just going to set it back in there and push the right one out. Okay, I'll just knit across and finish this pattern up. Normally, excuse me. Normally, I would cut my yarn and just weave it in here, and the same with this one here. I would weave it in, so you can't really see it anymore. That's about it, I guess, as far as ferrule go. I have little notes here. You can do your own charts quite easily by downloading graph paper for knitting. As you can see, it's not square like a cross stitch pattern or something would be. It's not square, it's a little elongated, and this is quite good for doing you know, snowflakes, or I've bit one here down the bottom. Just play around with different patterns. It turns out pretty good. Okay, that's about it, I guess. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this. Goodbye. Well, I guess I'm a little distracted today. I should have showed you the other side. With the dog barking and the boy up there. Oh well. Okay, so that's what we got on the right side. And the ribbing, that was the 2x2 ribbing, and the 1x1, and right here is where we joined a new stitch, there, and also right there. Okay, so now I truly am done.